Volvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Ahead on primetime, several break-ins at public schools over the holiday break. A message from DOE leadership about helping safeguard campuses. Plus, it's a new year and the Visitors Bureau is looking forward to hitting record numbers after the impacts from last year's threat from North Korea. And living the dream. As we celebrate this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, more people take oath to become American citizens. Hafide and good evening. The season of giving typically corresponds with the season of stealing. While students were out for Christmas break, campuses island-wide were subject to break-ins and theft. Carmen Terlahi reports.
Breaking and entering was a common trend this holiday season, reported at schools across the island, including MU Lujan Elementary, UPI Elementary, FB Leon Guerrero Middle, and Simon Sanchez High School.
When you see break-ins happening in the schools, you're seeing break-ins in the community. So it's, it's not just a school issue, it's just, it's all of our issue to try to figure out how we can be vigilant in ensuring that we protect people's property and people's safety.
Superintendent John Fernandez says it's a community issue.
It's a case-by-case issue. Sometimes they're breaking into school to vandalize it. Sometimes, whether it's an older person, younger person, sometimes it looks like they're younger, maybe possibly students or kids who are coming into these campuses. They're taking food, for instance, and not taking anything of greater value.
In previous burglaries, the suspects took food, drinks, snacks, clothing, school supplies, and speakers. But even with security in place, they seem to get away.
We have put in additional school security in place, so they might be cameras, there might be sensors. If you have a break-in where they've avoided all of that, it looks like it's someone familiar with the campus.
In those cases, he says they rely on the school community to be vigilant and report if they see signs of a possible break-in.
Every school has its particular challenge, whether it's Simon Sanchez and the history they have with some of the break-ins, or at FB, and then at MU Lujan we saw, but again, it's just working closely with the police and with our community partners.
Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
And on that note, what's the latest with the rebuilding of Simon Sanchez High School? Superintendent John Fernandez says the most recent procurement appeal from Cortec is at a standstill, and while there's no progress on that front, he's waiting for the legislation to pass that would make DOE the sole leader in the procurement process.
It'll take 18 months at least from the time we issue an award, but to get from here to getting that award made, that'll take several steps, and obviously it's taken a while to get to this point. So again, any ideas out there that's been thrown our way, we want to make progress, but we're open to different ways of doing it, even if it means that we take all the burden and responsibility of leading it ourselves.
The superintendent hoping that the students of Simon Sanchez won't have to wait another 4 years. Will 2018 be a better year for the island's tourism industry? Much of the negative impacts followed the direct threat to the island from North Korea last August. But as Nick Delgado reports, GVB leaders say they are on track to ensuring it's a year filled with record numbers.
Months after the threat to Guam from North Korea, and local businesses are still trying to recover. Many telling us how the cancellations from tourists, especially from Japan, have left them with no other choice but to develop special deals and rates that would entice them to visit.
Yeah, we've been having record arrival years, year after year, but with the North Korea news that really kind of hit us. And so we're still trying to recover from that, especially in markets like Japan. Some other markets like Taiwan and Hong Kong, we did lose some air service.
Guam Visitors Bureau President Nate Denight says the upside, the Korea market, is growing stronger despite the ongoing tensions from the north.
I think it's going to be a good year for tourism. It's might be a little bit tough to surpass last year's results, but we're going to be pretty close.
Pretty close, as they wasted no time working to attract visitors back to the territory. They also took to social media.
Globally, our campaign for 2018 is Instaguam, so we put out a release about using social media to really highlight Guam as a great place for an instant vacation. We're only 3-4 hours away from our source markets, and we want people to share those experiences instantly on their social networks, and we think that's the best way to really showcase Guam, from the people themselves that are visiting.
A resource to get the Hafaday spirit out across the world. But what if the island gets another threat? With
these geopolitical events, it's really hard to plan for. I mean, we just do the best we can to, manage the situation, manage the news. What happened last year, we had over 100 different media on island covering this thing for 7 to 10 days. So Guam's never seen that kind of coverage. But I think that issue has kind of grown beyond Guam. Now it's bigger than just where Guam was the focus. So I think we'll be able to recover, and we're seeing some of those steps that we're taking take root, and but it takes time to mitigate these effects.
Mitigation that includes an array of widespread events to once again draw in the visitors to our paradise. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guajusinik Delgado.
There is no threat to the Aloha State, but the apparent mistake had many in Hawaii this weekend initially in fear. Many of them are seen in this cell phone video running for shelter after an official message was sent out to all living in Hawaii. The message is sent via text and over the radio. Take a listen.
A missile may impact on land or sea within minutes. This is not a drill. If you are indoors, stay indoors. If you are outdoors, seek immediate shelter in a building.
That false alarm that warned Hawaii of an imminent ballistic missile attack is now being investigated by the Federal Communications Commission. Did you see the image of what appeared to be a missile on the rooftop of the Kmart parking lot? This is the one that started circulating on social media late Friday. Guam Homeland Security immediately confirmed that the photo is unverified, meaning it was clearly fabricated. You can also clearly see the Kmart sign is not the one currently on the front of the Tumuning store. The airport celebrates its 42nd anniversary this week, fresh off a year where it processed a record 3.7 million passengers. But as officials look ahead to 2018, they are preparing for new challenges in the ever-changing travel and tourism industry. Nestor Lacanto reports.
The Airport Authority held a kickoff ceremony Friday for the annual Airport Week events. There was a proclamation signing by Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio, and Oversight Chairman Senator Frank Uggan Jr. presented GIAA with a legislative resolution. Board Chairman Ricardo Duenas.
And so looking forward, we have a lot of achievements that we're looking to complete. We also have a lot of challenges that we have in the coming years with the economy, with our reduction in taxation budget, with the shifting of our demographics in the travel industry.
That shift has seen a fresh influx of low-cost carriers from Korea that have boosted that market to record levels. In contrast, the once dominant Japanese market has been in a slow but steady decline. And as a result, longtime flag carrier Delta Airlines, which began here decades ago under the Northwest brand, has suspended service. Still, officials like Tenorio and Uggan remain optimistic that the airport and the visitor industry will continue to adapt.
Once we get this tourism industry turned around again, guess what? Delta Airlines may revisit the option or the possibility of taking passengers to and from Guam again. And that's why I say there's so much opportunity here in our island community moving forward. We just have to continue to stay focused.
So if you look at the trajectory of the airport over time, it's not the challenges that define us. It's the opportunities that come from those challenges. You're going to always see growth in the number of airlines, and you're going to have guys dropping off. You're going to have new people coming in. I went and saw Cebu Pacific and Philippines, had a really great meeting with Chuck out, and I thank you for that. We're always looking at growing those opportunities.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lacanto.
As many as 800 men and women are naturalized on Guam soil every year. The most recent ceremony, however, extra special as it was held on the eve of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. The humble Baptist minister turned civil rights icon paved the way for these newly minted American citizens. Patriotism on full display. For Doobie C. Curry, it's always been her dream to become an American citizen. All smiles, the Filipina nurse moved to Guam from Florida with her husband less than 3 years ago.
I want to be a U.S. citizen, to continue to be a good American citizen, and to do good to others. It's always my dream. Like Martin Luther say, the dream.
It's a similar dream for Mark David Alano Gueco, also a nurse hoping to secure a bigger, brighter future for his wife and 2 children.
It's always been our aspiration for my family, of course, that we are, officially an American. I feel so blessed, and becoming a U.S. citizen is really a milestone for me. I've been here on Guam for 5 years.
According to Chief Judge Francis Tedinco Gatewood, Friday's naturalization ceremony was extra special, falling on the eve of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday.
His birthday's on January 15th. He played a pivotal role in the civil rights movement to end racial segregation and discrimination. Dr. King was one of our most influential and visionary leaders in American history.
King's famous I Had a Dream speech stressed the need for all races to peacefully coexist to create a better society for future generations. Keynote speaker and FBI Special Agent Michael Gadsden.
I think he would look out into this audience. He would look at all 46 new U.S. citizens and their families. And I think he would be very, very, very pleased. Because in that, he would see a rich sea of diversity, a cacophony, a symphony of ethnic diversity, cultural riches, and potential. And he would be very pleased with the potential that lies ahead for each and every one of you. And your futures are very valuable. And he would ask that you fully engage and that you participate in this great experiment we call a democracy in America.
The 46 new citizens hail from Japan, the Philippines, South Korea, and Thailand.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming, KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
A year is made of more than just 365 days. It was each new connection, every show of support, and all your special moments. Happy New Year from your friends at IT&E.
I'm Johnny Good, new face of Heineken Light. It has everything you want in a light beer, and it tastes great. Finally, a light beer that has it all.
Thanks for that. We'll give you a call.
I'm just going to try something real fast.
What are you doing?
It's cold. I'm hot. It's like science.
The light beer that has it all.
Do you know your way out?
This way.
Low calories, low alcohol, and a great taste. Deserves a spokesperson that has it all.
2017 is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is on now. At Cars Plus in Mighty, get big year-end savings on a big selection of new 2017 Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and all Fiat models. Plus, buy from Cars Plus today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Big savings and 21 cents off per gallon with a Cars Plus value card when you buy during the big finish at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Introducing Taco Bell's latest work of art, the decadent new Stacker, with lavish layers of seasoned beef and melty cheese. Another delicious masterpiece, only at Taco Bell.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Their visit was surely a plus for the island. The USS America recently docked on Guam, bringing dozens of sailors and Marines. Volunteers performed different community services while here, but that didn't stop them from indulging in what our island has to offer. Petty First Class Jazz Edwards was able to enjoy some delicious food.
It's there, the Tinian area. I'm not really a seafood guy, but I was able to get in there with my friends, and they was able to enjoy a lot of great seafood.
And repeat visitor Navy Logistics Specialist Shahina Davidson was able to get in some shopping.
I got to do a lot of shopping. It's actually my third time in Guam. So,
oh, okay.
But this time I got to see a lot more of the country and just really enjoyed it.
Tourism and military spending continue to be the main contributors to Guam's economy. The more visitors that come to our island, the more revenue is generated for our residents. With regional headlines, here's KSPN 2 News.
Half a day Guam, here's what's making headlines in the CNMI. These are the first people in the history of the CNMI to fly on a direct international flight straight to Tinian. After a 4-hour-long flight from Hong Kong to Tinian, these 9 passengers were welcomed onto the island with some CNMI charm. This flight from Hong Kong now marks the opening of the Tinian International Airport, which has been more than 20 years in the making.
First of all, I want to say that we're very proud as the people of Tinian.
Tinian Mayor Joey San Nicolas says there is a lot more work to be done before the airport is fully sustainable, but he is excited for the progress so far.
There still remains much more work to be done for the full dream to come to fruition. But for the construction phase to be completed, we are very, very happy about that.
The international flight that arrived Friday morning would not have been possible without the help of an airport investor.
I just want to support Tinian Island. You know, I love this island, and I feel like I'm part of the Tinian Island.
Tim Chen is the owner of the company Tinian Entertainment Corporation. A fan of the island with a genuine love of the people and its recreation, Chen is hoping to help make Tinian a hot tourist destination. That's your KSPN 2 News Roundup. For more, check out saipantv.com. I'm Sherry Riggs reporting.
The Guam Power Authority is finding ways to make it a little easier to clean up the debris and overgrown vegetation that can sometimes get on power lines. GPA spokesperson Art Perez says they recently acquired a boom mower to help make those efforts more efficient.
This is where you have the actual rotor, the actual mower on the end of extended arm that can reach places that are normally hard to get to with our vegetation operations. Case in point is the road from Agana heading up to Sinihanya along that cliff line area where you have our transmission distribution lines along the road. This one can literally extend the mower on a boom to elevated places along that area and trim back the Tangantonga and other vegetation that's on the hillside. And this is part of a larger project that the authority has been engaged with for quite some time.
Perez adds GPA also got other new equipment like wood chippers and dump trucks. You can see some of the new things out in public in the coming days. An MOU agreement between the governments in Guam and the CNMI will get going this week. The Office of the Governor of Guam, in coordination with the Offices of Homeland Security and Civil Defense, will host a joint Guam and Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands One Mariana Summit. The summit is an opportunity to build the already substantial working relationships they have now. Homeland Security Advisor George Charfris.
Between GPA and their electric authority, Commonwealth Electrical Authority, or between agencies like GPD and their law enforcement. So that overall umbrella gives authority to the lower level MOUs and MOAs, agreements and understandings.
The summit is scheduled for Tuesday, January 16th at the Pacific Star. Officials will then head up to the CNMI to continue talks there. Listen up, all theater enthusiasts. If you're in high school, this story is for you. NBC has announced an upcoming new series, Rise. The Rise America initiative, which means recognizing and inspiring student expression, will be selecting from 50 high schools across the country, including schools right here on Guam. Winners will get a $10,000 grant for their school's theater program needs and more. Teachers and students are asked to submit a video or 500-word essay applying for the grant. Just go to nbc.com/rise. Applications will close on February 6th. The winning schools will be announced in early March. Also, let us know here at KUAM if you do apply so we can show some love and support. Good luck. Sports is next, but first, here's your island weather.
Managing our wireless data used to drive my family crazy. But now that we've switched to GTA and get all that bonus data, we're spreading the love. You sure you don't mind the wait, honey?
Take your time. I'm good.
But we're missing the game.
Nope. I've got bonus data from GTA. Come and watch.
Love it.
Get 10 extra gigs of wireless data on every line every month when you bundle. Visit gta.net for more details.
For 20 years, Matson has been an important part of our everyday lives. Bringing in the cars we drive, the food we eat, and the materials that helped build our homes. From caring for our land through the Adaki Itanu program to generously supporting our local charities, Matson has contributed to the preservation and growth of our island. On behalf of those you've served throughout your 20 years on Guam, Kidzas Ma'asit Matson.
Hi, I'm Carl Lamort, the new face of Heineken Light. It has everything you want from a light beer, and it tastes great. Finally, a light beer that has it all.
It's a little intense.
I've only ever played villains.
Let's try gentler.
I could do gentler. Hi, I'm Carl Lamort, the new face...
The light beer that has it all.
We'll give you a call.
I'll give you a call.
Low calories, low alcohol, and a great taste deserves a spokesperson that has it all.
Medium Pizza Hut pizzas just $8.99 each.
Did they say Pizza Hut?
For $8.99?
Yes, and yes.
Yes! Introducing the deal you want on the pizza you crave. 2 medium pizzas just $8.99 each. No one out pizzas the Hut.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Our men's national basketball team going to put their reputation on the line when they compete at this year's Micronesian Games in Yap. Our men's team has never lost a game at the Micronesian Games. Check it out. Tryouts for the men's national basketball team was held at the National Training Center in Tinian. A total of 12 players will be selected for this year's team, heading to Yap to compete in the Micronesia Games scheduled for July 15th through the 28th.
We're looking at a new young squad of Guam's talent on the men's side. We see a lot of talent playing at UOG for the Tritons, and I see that they've had some success. So I look forward to seeing more guys from UOG join the men's program. We have a few returnees from the last Micro Games still coming out, looking to come back and get another gold.
Guam has dominated the Micronesia Games, winning the gold medal every time they have played, and have also never lost a game. Leading our men's national team will be Darren Hechinova, Mike Sakazaki, and Kyle Husline.
You know, the Micronesian Games has actually really stepped up in terms of competition in recent years, and we know we have a winning streak to protect. That always brings a little more pressure, but I think the main thing is that we get good reps against the best in the region, and we continue bringing up our younger players, giving them the opportunity to one day play against much bigger countries for the men's team.
Team Guam will be training for the next few months, about 3 times a week, in preparation for the Micronesian Games.
This facility has made it completely different training for national team competition. We'll be able to come here, get live runs, we'll be able to get shots up, and some of our top players will be able to come and work on their game at any time. So it's really made a big difference.
Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
I had a dream.
I walked into a dealership, picked out a new car, gave them no money, and they're letting me drive it for free the next 3 months. At Nissan Guam, your dream has become a reality during the premier year-end event. For the holidays, you can drive away a new Nissan with no money down and not make a payment for the next 3 months. It's on the house. No money down. We make your first 3 payments. Just sign and drive away. For details, stop by Nissan Upper Tumon or log on NissanGuam.com.
Say hello to the widest 4G LTE network in the Marianas. Hot today. This is Isa. And this is Cielo. They live in the island of Tinian. For these twin YouTubers and vloggers, social media is a huge part of sharing their talents and island lifestyle with their growing audience. Some of the things you can expect to see in Isa and Cielo's videos include weekend beach trips, song covers, open mic nights, makeup tutorials, daily vlogs, and everything else Tinian has to offer. Gosh, just look at that view. No matter where they are, they can keep up with the latest videos and share instantly. Always fast, always clear. When they go live here, it's fast and clear. When they snap here, it's fast and clear. When they post here, it's fast and clear. Everywhere fast, everywhere clear, with the widest 4G LTE network in the Marianas. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Introducing McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu. With favorites for $1, like any size soft drink, or $2, like a sausage McGriddles, or $3 favorites, including Happy Meals. It's your menu. Use it to build the My Roommate Ate My Lunch meal, the Breakfast is on Me meal, or the Father and Son meal.
So you said 2 McChicken and a medium Sprite for only $3.
Exactly. It's your menu with your favorites. Build whatever meal you want. The all-new $1, $2, $3 menu from McDonald's.
Attention drivers, it's your last chance to save big during Triple J Auto Group's absolute year-end clearance. Get unbelievable savings on all remaining 2017s plus mini 2018s. Take advantage of our lowest prices of the year on Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars is always $137 per paycheck, and used cars is always $80 per paycheck. See PDN and post-print ad for details. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday, Riza Torres from John, Jeriza, Joanna, Isa, and Coco.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date. That's going to do it for us here on the news desk. From all of us here at Guam's News Network, thanks for watching and good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Hafuday and mabuhay. Welcome to this special program highlighting the activities of the Filipino community of Guam throughout 2017. I'm your host, Norman Analista, president of the FCG, which is the umbrella organization of 31 Filipino associations on Guam. Our group has been around for 63 years, and we're focused on serving the island community in various ways. While we can't realistically solve problems overnight, we still choose to do our part to pitch in. Our advocacies under my administration are to help the island's homeless community, to provide aid for cancer patients, and to support access to higher education. Last year, the FCG donated $150,000 to the Guam Museum Foundation, $50,000 to the University of Guam's School of Education, and $55,000 to the Guam Memorial Hospital Volunteers Association, just to name a few. We celebrated the 119th anniversary of the Proclamation of Philippine Independence on June 16th at the Dusitani, Guam. The event was attended by over 600 people. Our keynote speaker was Tony Meloto, who is known internationally for his work in helping impoverished communities in the Philippines find hope. Here are the sights and sounds.
believe in love.